So, has Donald Trump just saved dropshipping in the USA? There's been a huge update in the last 24 hours that's going to affect your e-commerce or dropshipping store.
Agreed to open China, fully open China, and I think it's going to be fantastic for China. I think it's going to be fantastic for us.
There's been a new trade deal between the USA and China, and this is huge, and it will definitely affect you. Now, usually when I make these updates about the trade war between China and the USA, it's always negative, but this time around, guys, it's actually positive. So yesterday, Trump and the head of China were in Switzerland talking about the latest deal.
We start with a Fox News alert. The United States and China have reached an agreement to slash tariffs on each other's goods, complete with a 90-day pause.
Now, they've both agreed to drop the tariffs for 90 days. So this is a temporary pause that's going to happen between the USA and China on both halves. So they're both taking their tariffs down back to 30%. Now, before this deal happened, the tariff between the USA and China was at 145%. So that was insane. Now it's been reduced back down to 30% for the next 90 days. So that's going to instantly reduce the cost of your inventory from China as a dropshipper or an e-commerce brand. Now, you should start to notice your suppliers adjusting their pricing accordingly based on these new 90-day reducements in the tariffs. And if you haven't, you need to ask them about it, because this is over 100% in a reduction. Now, although that is some very good positive news, we still have some bad news, which is the de minimis rule is still there. So Donald Trump hasn't removed it. He's still keeping it in place, which basically means packages that go from China into the USA up to $800 will have that de minimis tax on it. So we were hoping that he would remove it, but he's kept it. So it will still affect us dropshippers that are selling products into the USA of the value up to $800. Or if you're an e-commerce brand buying your stock and selling it in the USA. Now, the second negative thing is this is only a 90-day temporary reduction in tariff. So they've got 90 days to negotiate. Now, this could either go wrong or go right. They could either come up to a better agreement and drop it from 30% back down to 10%, 15%, or it could go completely the wrong way and they go back to, let's say, 50, 80, 100%. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is this is only short term for the next 90 days, so please bear in mind. I've got a huge announcement that you don't want to miss. Now, don't worry, I've got nothing to sell to you. This is going to be a completely free opportunity that I can promise you you don't want to miss out on. Now, this huge announcement is the Ecom King Bootcamp for 2025. Now, if you don't know what the bootcamp is, it's an event that I ran last year where I was mentoring 1,000 people and I gave away over $25,000 in cash prizes. Now, if you're serious about participating in the Ecom King Bootcamp, you can join the waitlist below, or you can access the waitlist in the Ecom King Vault. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is products going into the USA and getting stuck at customs or border control. So basically, Los Angeles has the biggest import section in the USA for foreign packages, and apparently now they should start to flow out, meaning that packages from China into the USA at one point were getting stuck, which was a big problem for dropshippers or e-commerce people because your customers aren't getting their packages. Now they should start to slowly move. In this new agreement, they have said that packages should start to move from the borders in the USA, which basically means if your packages were stuck or you were scared to sell in the USA because you were scared that your orders wouldn't get to your customers, they should start to work. So this basically is a green light to start selling in the USA again as a dropshipper if you're sourcing your products from China, because the reduction is there and products should start going through the borders without any issues. And you also want to make sure you're paying close attention to the latest news and updates on this situation throughout those 90 days of them negotiating on the future of the long-term tariffs, or if there won't be any. Now, the best way to keep up to date about the tariffs and the negotiations is by using the Ecom King LLM AI, because you can just ask it on the latest news and it will tell you for free what is the latest news, what's the latest percentages, what are they talking about, and it will tell you based on real time. Not just that, the Ecom King LLM or AI chat is the best thing for anything dropshipping related, so make sure you guys check it out. Now, in my opinion, guys, this is a big win for dropshipping in the USA because we're getting over 100% of a reduction in tariffs that will make a huge difference on the pricing of your products, and products are starting to move out from the border control or customs into customers' hands. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start to test in the USA again and see how things go with my dropshipping products. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to go crazy in the USA, but I'm going to start playing around with it and seeing how things go. Now, I'm still encouraging you guys to diversify where you sell your products in, not just the USA. I was mentioning the European market before. I don't think you should give that up and only go back to the USA, because you don't know where these negotiations are going to go in the next 90 days. I'm just telling you guys to start playing around with the USA again and seeing how things go. But with that being said, guys, that was the latest major update on the China and the USA tariff trade war that I wanted to make you aware of. That was a huge win for the dropshipping industry in the US. With that being said, guys, if I've missed anything out or you want to add anything, let me know in the comment section below, as I will be reading the comments.